You ever notice how quiet it gets when the world stops paying attention to you? When your name isn't being mentioned, when no one's cheering, when it feels like you've disappeared? You sit there wondering if the work you're doing even matters. You look around, and it feels like everyone else is moving forward, getting stronger, getting somewhere, and you're still stuck. You start thinking maybe you're not built for this. Maybe it's too hard. Maybe the world was right about you. That's when doubt creeps in. That's when you start talking yourself out of your own potential. But let me tell you something real. The grind doesn't care.
The grind doesn't care how tired you are. It doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't care if life has been unfair to you. The grind doesn't wait for your emotions to catch up. It moves with or without you. While you're sitting there overthinking, someone else is out there putting in the work. You think success cares about your excuses. You think your goals pause because you're hurt, sad, or unmotivated. Number. The grind keeps going. Every hour you waste feeling sorry for yourself is an hour someone else used to get ahead. That's why most people never make it. They're waiting for the grind to feel sorry for them.
The grind doesn't care about your past. It doesn't care if you had it harder than most. It doesn't care if you were doubted, overlooked, or forgotten. The grind only cares about what you do now, about whether or not you show up when it's hard, when it's lonely, when no one's watching. You keep asking for motivation, but the grind doesn't give it to you. The grind demands action first. It rewards consistency, not emotion. It rewards the ones who work when they have no reason to, when no one's clapping, when it feels pointless.
You want to know why you feel stuck? Because you keep expecting effort to feel good. You keep expecting the grind to be fair. It's not. It never was. The grind doesn't care if you're ready. It doesn't care if you slept. It doesn't care if you're scared. It only respects the one thing that matters: showing up. You can either work with the grind or be crushed by it. That's the truth. You don't get to negotiate with it. You can't talk your way into results. You can't fake effort. The grind always knows who's real and who's pretending.
You say you want it. You say you'll do whatever it takes. But are you still working when no one's watching? Are you still pushing when the cameras are off? Are you still hungry when nobody's feeding your ego? That's the difference between dreamers and doers. Dreamers talk. Doers grind. Dreamers wait for perfect conditions. Doers build through chaos. The grind doesn't care about your comfort zone. It only responds to action. So you've got two choices. Stay soft, stay sorry, stay stuck, or rise up and show the grind you belong here.
This world doesn't owe you anything. It won't hand you results. It won't reward your potential. Potential means nothing without proof. And proof is built through pain, through repetition, through silence. The grind doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about your reasons. It only respects the work. It only bows to consistency. And if you can learn to love that silence, if you can learn to find purpose in that repetition, you'll never have to chase success again. Success will come find you. Because the grind doesn't care, but it always rewards.
So stop waiting for the grind to feel sorry for you. Stop waiting for it to get easier. It won't. It's not supposed to. The grind is supposed to challenge you. It's supposed to break you, so you can rebuild stronger. You're not behind. You're being tested. And the ones who survive the test are the ones who never stop showing up.
Now the silence is gone. Now it's time to move. This is the part everyone wants to skip. The hard part, the painful part, the part where it's just you versus everything trying to stop you. You say you want to be great? Then earn it. The grind doesn't hand out trophies for effort. It only rewards execution.
You're tired. Good. You're sore. Perfect. That means you're doing something most people won't, because most people quit when it hurts. They convince themselves that enough is good enough, but not you. You keep going when it's ugly, when it's heavy, when your mind screams to stop. The grind doesn't care about your comfort, it cares about your commitment.
You think you're working hard? You're not even close. Because real hard work isn't about doing what's easy, it's doing what's necessary. When you hit that wall, when your arms shake, when your lungs burn, that's where most people give up. But the grind doesn't care about most people. It only responds to the ones who push through.
The grind doesn't care if you're crying. It doesn't care if you're scared. It doesn't care if life has knocked you down. It's not here to comfort you. It's here to test you. And you either rise to that test or you stay average. There's no middle ground. This is where the difference is made. Right here, in the pain.
You can talk all you want about how bad you want it, but until your actions prove it, your words mean nothing. The grind doesn't listen to talk. It listens to action. You either show up or you don't. You either put in the work or you make excuses. There's no secret formula, just effort. Effort when you're tired, effort when you're doubted, effort when no one claps for you.
Every rep, every mile, every drop of sweat, it all counts, it all matters. It all builds something inside you that nobody can take away. That's why the grind doesn't care if you're gifted. It doesn't care about talent. Talent gets you started, but grind keeps you going. And most people never last long enough to find out what they're capable of.
The grind doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't care if you're broken. It doesn't care if you failed 100 times. It only cares if you get back up. That's the only language it understands. Resilience. The moment you stand back up after life knocks you down, the grind takes notice. Because that's when it knows you're serious. You keep waiting for the perfect time, but there is no perfect time. There's only now. The grind doesn't wait for your schedule to open up. It doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It moves whether you do or not. You either step up or you get left behind. That's the truth nobody wants to hear. You're running out of tomorrows. This is what separates the ones who make it from the ones who talk about it. It's not skill. It's not luck. It's the willingness to suffer longer, to embrace the pain, the boredom, the repetition. The grind doesn't need motivation. It needs you to show up and bleed for what you said you wanted. Every single day, there's beauty in this pain, because pain means progress. Pain means you're alive. Pain means you're changing, but only if you keep going. The grind doesn't care about how many times you start. It only remembers who finishes. Don't you dare stop now. You've come too far to turn around. Nobody's going to give you credit for the nights you struggled. Nobody's going to celebrate your sacrifices. The grind doesn't clap for you. It's cold. It's ruthless. But that's what makes it honest. It doesn't lie to you. It tells you the truth every single day. You get what you work for, nothing more. You can't cheat this. You can't fake consistency. You can't skip days and expect results. The grind doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your reasons. It only keeps score of the work you put in when nobody's watching. That's the scoreboard that matters. The one nobody else sees but you. You're going to have moments where you want to quit, where everything inside you screams to stop. But you've got to remind yourself, this pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. Every time you keep going, you're not just building muscle, you're building character. You're building grit. You're building an identity that doesn't crumble when life hits back. The grind doesn't care about how you start, only how you finish. You're stronger than you think. You just keep forgetting it every time you fall. But every fall is another chance to rise. Every failure is a lesson in disguise. The grind doesn't punish you for losing. It punishes you for giving up. The ones who make it aren't the strongest. They're the ones who refuse to stay down. You can't fake heart, and the grind exposes everyone who tries. You want to know when it gets easier? It doesn't. You just get tougher. You stop expecting mercy. You stop asking for shortcuts. You start realizing that everything you want in life has a price, and the grind is the collector. It doesn't take cash. It takes effort. It takes sweat. It takes pain. So if you really want it, pay up. This is it. This is the moment that defines you. Not the easy days, not the wins. This moment right here, where it hurts, where it's heavy, where everything inside you says stop. This is where greatness is born. The grind doesn't care, but it will remember your name if you finish. You've been fighting for so long you forgot what peace feels like. You've been climbing for so long you can't even remember the ground. And yet, you're still here. That should tell you something. The grind didn't break you. It tried, it pushed, it tested, but you're still breathing. You're still fighting. You're still standing in the storm. That's what makes you different. Most people don't get this far. They quit before the pain pays off. They want the reward without the suffering. But you've earned your scars. Every drop of sweat, every failure, every lonely night, it all mattered. It all counted. The grind saw it. You might not get applause, but the grind noticed. Because the grind doesn't care about your feelings, but it always respects your fight. The grind doesn't want perfection. It wants persistence. It wants proof that you mean what you say. Everyone talks about wanting success until they realize what it costs. You can't fake it. You can't shortcut it. You either pay with effort or you pay with regret. There's no other way. And that's what separates you. You chose effort. The truth is, the grind is life. It's not just the gym. It's not just work. It's every day you get up when you don't feel like it. Every moment you choose purpose over comfort. Every time you do what's right instead of what's easy. The grind doesn't end. It evolves with you. It becomes who you are. And that's why most people never understand it. They'll call you obsessed. They'll say you're doing too much. They'll tell you to take it easy. But what they don't get is this isn't about ego. This is about survival. You've seen what happens when you let life decide for you. You've seen what happens when you get comfortable. Everything you've worked for fades. Everything you dream about dies. That's why you grind, because you refuse to go back. When you look in that mirror, you've got to be honest with yourself. The grind doesn't care about your excuses. It only reflects your effort. Every missed opportunity, every wasted day, every lie you told yourself. It's all there. You can't hide from it. You can't talk your way around it. But the good news, you can rewrite it, starting now. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be the best. You just have to be relentless. You just have to keep showing up, no matter how heavy life gets. Because that's the secret nobody talks about. Consistency beats everything. Talent fades, motivation fades, but consistency endures. And the grind, it rewards endurance more than anything else. You've come too far to stop now. Think about it. All the pain, all the sleepless nights, all the things you gave up. You really want to throw that away? For what? For comfort? For approval? For an easier path? Number. You didn't come this far to quit halfway. You came this far to finish what you started. And when that voice inside you whispers, "I can't," you look it dead in the eye and say, "Watch me." That's the energy you need. That's the mindset that wins, because the grind doesn't stop for fear. It doesn't stop for doubt. It doesn't stop for pain. It moves through it. and so must you. You can cry, you can hurt, but you keep going. Always. Most people will never understand this level of discipline. They'll never know what it feels like to want something so bad that it consumes you. To wake up early, stay up late, and give everything, even when no one sees it. But you do. You know that hunger. You feel that fire. And that's what makes you dangerous. Because hunger beats talent every single day. Remember the times you failed. Remember how it felt to lose. Remember when you thought you'd never recover, but did anyway. That's what you carry into the grind. Not fear, not doubt, experience. You've been broken before, and you survived. That means you're built different. That means you can handle anything. The grind doesn't care how many times you fall. It only counts the times you rise. This isn't just about goals. This is about who you're becoming in the process. You think you're just training your body? Number. You're training your mind. You're teaching yourself discipline, focus, resilience. You're building a life that doesn't collapse every time something goes wrong. That's what the grind gives you. Not trophies, not fame, but strength. And that's worth everything. You're going to break sometimes. You're going to fall apart, but that's okay. That's the price. That's how transformation works. Diamonds don't shine until they've been cut. Steel isn't strong until it's been through the fire. And you're still being forged. Every challenge, every failure, every heartbreak, it's shaping you into who you're meant to be. The grind doesn't care about your pain, but it will make it mean something. One day, all this will make sense. One day, the sleepless nights will pay off. One day, the silence will turn into applause. One day, the grind will finally nod its head and say, "You earned it." But that day isn't today. Today you grind. Today you suffer. Today you give everything you've got, because that's the only way to reach that day. And when it comes, it'll be worth every second. The grind doesn't care where you came from. It doesn't care how long it takes. It doesn't care how many times you start over. The only thing it cares about is that you never stop. Because the moment you stop, it's over. The grind keeps moving. The world keeps spinning. So get up. Keep going. Don't let this world outwork you. If you want to change your life, stop waiting for the grind to get easier. Start getting stronger. Stop waiting for things to make sense. Start moving anyway. Stop telling the world what you're going to do. Just do it. Every second you waste wishing is a second someone else uses to win. The grind doesn't care, but your future self will. This is your moment, right here, right now. The pain you feel is proof that you're still in the fight. The world doesn't owe you a thing, but it's yours if you're willing to bleed for it. So get up, wipe the sweat, lock in, keep going. Because when the grind finally speaks your name, it'll be because you refused to quit when everyone else did. Like, comment relentless, and subscribe to join the few who understand what it means to fight every day, to keep going when no one believes, and to build the kind of life that even the grind has to respect.